What is noise music? I think we're gonna find out. But as far as I know, would it be easier to do this one? 15?
Today, we're going to be talking about an album called Pulse Demon, which
Oh.
sounds like this.
That's noise. It's literally noise. That's it. It's a noise. It's a whole genre of music that's just noise. TV static. Sometimes it's dudes slamming shit on the ground and into other things. Sometimes it's them yelling. Sometimes it's a mixture of throwing things and yelling. Sometimes they try to get musical instruments. Sometimes they kind of just use chunks of metal or whatever they got hanging around. Baseball bats. Table legs. I don't know. Whatever. Just one of those things that like I've always looked from afar going like, okay, looks stupid as shit from where I'm standing, but okay. If you call it music, whatever, man. It's not bothering me none, right? But I wouldn't consider noise music so much as, I don't know, auditory art. You might be like, but isn't music auditory art? Yeah, but then I would just be like, music is a type of auditory art, while I would consider noise a different type of auditory art. So, we'll see.
自养自语，我表演的曲
Also, and I don't know, maybe I've just maybe when I have looked noise stuff up, I've just gotten lucky. But it seems like a lot of Japanese people, maybe not a lot of Japanese people, but it seems like the genre is made up of a lot of Japanese people, or has a higher population of the Japanese public in it. I don't know if that's true or not. It just seems like it is to me.
目是啊，因为我的没有歌词，所以没有
God, it's funny because he's just gonna start like throwing shit and like hitting stuff and yelling, and he's on his knees going like, "Hi, my name is Bob. I run a small youth center down the street where I teach kids how to love music. They come to me and I teach them their scales and how to properly hold guitars and drumsticks. But this is a little different than what I teach them. This is from my own heart." And then he just starts like and like hitting shit, and then I don't get it anymore. Then it stops. Then it stops being funny, and it's just like, I can't believe this is happening right now. So
用歌词过来。
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. This is like the angry man version of the vagina monologues. Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. I mean, that with you reacting, yeah. I mean, dude, I don't get it. I don't get it. I see that and I go, you're fucking stupid. I just like, that's my visceral reaction, is to be like, I can't believe you call this music. Like, you should be ousted from society to the edges. to the fringes of our world where you can go ahead and jam shit up your ass and scream into the sky for everyone to hear. I don't, or for the people out there to hear. Like I just go, I don't ever want to listen to this shit. But I'm gonna give it the good old college try, buddy. What's even weirder to me, were people sitting in chairs watching. Yeah. Like what I'm telling you, there's an audience for it. I just don't think they're human. I think they're fucking vile, grotesque monsters who need to seek help. I think that's not true. That's not true. But I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't see what other people see in it. Yeah, I don't know.
Any normal, self-respecting human specimen will think of the word noise, and the first thing that pops into their Philistine mongoloid brain is the sound that their TV or computer or radio makes when something is horribly wrong. Usually the objective from that point on is to stop the noise in any way possible, usually by frantically scrambling under your desk to unplug your PC, or leaving the room until it goes away. So the logical reaction to finding out that there are entire musical genres built around the use of noise as an instrument is usually laughter and ridicule. It's even extra funny when you look up videos of noise performances and you just see a crowd of slack-jawed posers standing around while some pretentious fuck tries to look like he's busy by turning all these weird knobs on a contraption he probably doesn't even understand the workings behind. This is all very hilarious and zany, but what if I told you those bored losers were actually there of their own personal freedom, as opposed to being corralled into dingy sound holes by cackling sonic Nazis? How do I explain this without sounding like a biggest faggot on YouTube? I guess you'll just have to bear with me because I'm about to tackle the anatomy of this issue on a cellular level. Zoom backwards into the year 1930 when music was first invented by, you guessed it, cavemen banging on rocks. On a base level, the human brain craves patterns, whether that be the footsteps of your mom outside your closet while you're jacking into pictures of your dad, the familiar speech tones and throaty clicks of a fellow human specimen, or the juicy smacking of hips against ass. We're a pattern-loving species, and as anyone who has listened to music could conclude, music is all about patterns. You can go into all this spooky shit about music theory and chord progressions and rhythms, but you don't need any of that to understand why humans enjoy listening to and expressing themselves through music on a base level. Pop music is popular because it utilizes familiar chord progressions, song structures, and melodies, and in the case of the more mainstream stuff, gives them some sort of familiar context that most people can relate to. Most music has some modicum of pop appeal, whether that be a catchy hook in your average top 40 summer hit, Death Grip's use of verse-chorus-verse pop song structure mixed with abrasive industrial hip-hop, or, as you should expect at this point, noise music. During your early forays into noise, you might not be able to tell the difference between harsh noise, power electronics, harsh noise wall, power noise, death industrial, etc. I know I didn't. But think about it in terms of a forest. When you look at a forest from the outside, at first, all you can see is a green.
So far, noise music just reminds me of Yoko Ono yelling. That still had structure. I think you're gonna find what noise means pretty soon. To be fair, I don't know much about it other than its existence and what few videos I have watched over the years in different separate attempts to find out just exactly what the fuck is happening. It still is mostly just videos of people, like he said, standing around looking like dorks, while some guy sort of just kind of yells or bangs stuff around. But I understand the wanting of like a specific sound being played, even if it's something harsh. I think most people just kind of like pleasant sounding things, like hearing the bing bong of a doorbell might be something that people like because you're like, ooh, that reminds me of friends coming over or something. You know, like I get it. The idea isn't it like lost to me. It's just kind of like, I don't know if I'd consider it music. I think I would just call it auditory art at that point. I think we probably just need to broaden the umbrella, not of music, but of art. Also, this is a Hotline Miami song. If you should go listen to that album, the soundtrack. The Hotline Miami soundtrack is honestly one of the best fucking soundtracks in the world. And if you liked it, I would continue listening to the person who made it, Fixians. The person, I don't know if it's a dude or a chick, I don't know what the fuck. I just say dude. It's just gender neutral to me. The dude is fucking insane. He makes just fantastic, like almost chiptune. That's a video game, right? It is a video game. It's a top-down, violent, gory video game. And this song that's playing right now is like it's the theme song. It's the main menu music.
Mass, and you don't think about the millions of possible paths you can take through it.
Oh no,
the
it's like
texture of the
when you're in
trees,
your...
or the wildlife that inhabits the land. You just gaze into the leaves and say...
It's when you're in your apartment.
And you couldn't be more stupid. Here's why. Noise is a deconstruction.
Okay,
At first, I know I didn't. But think about it in terms of a forest. When you look at a forest from the outside, at first, all you can see is a green mass. And you don't think about the millions of possible paths you can take through it, or the texture of the trees, or the wildlife that inhabits the land. You just gaze into the leaves and say... And you couldn't be more stupid. Here's why. Noise is a deconstruction of music at its very core. It is cavemen banging on rocks. It is the horrible sound of microphone feedback. It is the unpleasant byproduct that most musicians seek to eliminate, but isolated and perfected. The only thing more cathartic than the loud dissonant screeching on an electric guitar is the sharp atonal shrieks that come from the pick grinding along the copper of the string, or the violent cacophony of sound that the amp spews while you're ironically sliding the cord into the input jack, or the splintering crack of the guitar's body making contact with an audience member's head. Noise is everywhere. It's the basis of music itself, and if you disrespect it, you deserve to die. You might have noticed this video's lack of any actual examples up to this point, so I should probably start from the beginning. Contemporary noise music as we know it in the modern age more or less started in the early 20th century, with absolute madman Luigi Carlo Filippo Russolo declaring that modern melodic music was too confining, and predicting that the Industrial Revolution would give way to the new age of music. Leading by example, he decided to build contraptions that would produce so-called noise music, and upon his first public performance was met with violent disapproval as expected. Regardless, if you want, you can listen to this guy right now. Just look up Antonio Russolo's Serenata and you can listen to one of the two existing recordings of the guy's music, which features the standard Russolo Serenata.
Antonio Russolo. Antonio Russolo. Why? It Why? 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 Is it like you're like, well, in the industrial age, we're gonna have a lot more cars, well, like going by, and people walking around, and noises as construction is happening all over the place, and you're like, I like the sound of a song being played outside, while walking through the streets. And I guess you could argue that maybe that's a genre of music. But I don't I don't know. Those dudes at least sound like musicians, not just random punks banging things on the streets. It wouldn't surprise me if the idea isn't that it sounded like he might have been playing a recording and then making like noise over it. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. I wish there was like a video of it. Excuse me, to show it. But yeah, I don't know why you would want a genre of music to be, or a subgenre of music to be. I like the sound of a song being played while walking through a construction zone. It's like, so you like in like industrial metal or something? It's like, no. I like the sound of Beethoven's Second Symphony. Specifically the Second Symphony being played while walking through a construction zone. It's like, and what genre of music is that? Well, I'm glad you asked. One day I want to create a genre of music, a genre of sound, and when I get a room full of people in front of me, I'll say, let us begin, and we'll fucking do nothing. Silence. That's it. That's the art. I know you're kidding, but if I can almost guarantee you that that's the thing already. Almost guarantee that there's a genre of noise. There's almost I can guarantee it with certainty that there is a subgenre of noise called silence or something like that. Wouldn't surprise me. I like the sound of music being played when I win the lottery. Yeah. That'd be nice. But yeah. I just don't okay. We'll continue.
And you can listen to one of the two existing recordings of the guy's music, which features standard orchestral masturbation overlaid with erratic industrial howling.
Okay, so I was right. It's not. It's just music with noises on top.
Surprisingly, it's pretty fucking boring, but if you want a solid idea of contemporary noise music's origins, that's the place to start. In addition, you can easily look up a translation of his manifesto, L'Art de Rumorer, which gives you way more context into the man's philosophy than I can explain within a single paragraph. Like some sort of crazed supervillain, Rousseau seeks to eradicate the mathematical constraints that have supposedly been restraining music since the days of Pythagoras. In a way, it's sort of inspired.
Okay, so noise was created by a dude who is insane. It's just a crazy person. It was just a crazy person made it, and then they were like, yeah, let's keep doing this. That sounds good. That's it.
In the modern age of computers and smartphones and cars, a very modern first world complaint is that of being overwhelmed, or the vast amount of knowledge and oversaturation of media and technology being unhealthy to the human mind. And while those people are indeed huge pussies, honest, good, forward-thinking men such as my pal Luigi here see the silver lining to all this technological pollution. These awful, evil machines have allowed us to accomplish so much more than we ever could have with the analog devices we had before, especially in the realm of arts. And nobody really seemed to appreciate this sentiment until until several decades later. In the late 60s, the global music scene was thriving thanks to the British invasion, and the classic rock landscape was seemingly stronger than ever. If you were ever a teenage late wrong generation slug whose only grasp of music was mainstream radio pop and dad rock, chances are one of your favorite bands came from this era. Or if there's anyone watching this who was alive during the 60s, sound off in the comments about the wacky misadventures you had during that time, or how cheap the gas prices were. Popular music was thriving within the likes of the Beatles, Bob Dylan, the Beach Boys, and Pink Floyd, but in the distance a storm was brewing in the decrepit, needle-strewn bowels of one very important New York City recording studio.
After brief stints among the garage jam bands and proto-punk scene in mid-60s New York, Lou Reed met this dickhead named John Cale, a Welshman violist with a fetish for experimental classical music and drone. He made one of the first contemporary.
We out here 9 to 5 today. We're
noise
trying.
tracks ever in
Now we're
1966.
almost done.
So
I
check
think
that out
I'm
if
about
you're looking to
reaching my
wet your
limit.
babby ears with some early noise drone.
We're learning about noise, and then we're gonna be out of here.
Music and drone. He made one of the first contemporary noise tracks ever in 1966, so check that out if you're looking to wet your babby ears with some early noise drone. Cale and Reed's subsequent elaborations led to this.
Yeah, those look like two gentlemen who would make noise. Yeah. What's the name of this dude?
After brief stints among the garage jam bands and proto-punk scene in mid-60s New York, Lou Reed met this dickhead named John Cale.
John Cale. Ah, yes, noise tracks, my favorite. Yeah, you're gonna wanna put the fucking volume down. John Cale. John Cale. Noise? Nope, that can't be it. Oh, that looks like it's it. Noise music is the next evolution of metal music. Stay salty. It might be. It's
One
not.
of the godfathers of the new wave sensibility, John Cale formed the Velvet Underground with Lou Reed back in the mid-60s. A classically trained Welshman, Cale plays a multitude of instruments, including viola, keyboards, guitar, and bass. Little had been heard of Cale in recent years until the release of his new album, Sabotage, a paranoid tour de force which includes his new single, Mercenaries. You pay me enough to kill for you, but not enough to die for you.
Did the mic just fall out? I'm confused. Where's the noise? Give me noise.
A Welshman violist with a fetish for experimental classical music and drone. He made one of the first contemporary noise tracks ever in 1966, so check that out if you're looking to wet your babby ears with some early noise.
1969 is what he said? I'm confused here. What's it called? I want to know what it is. I want to listen to it.
Drone. Cale and Reed's subsequent.
Why is there duct tape on his hand? Because he's a fucking poser, dude. He's fucking annoying. I don't know. He likes tape on his hands. I don't know. Yeah, thanks for the time. I mean, yeah.
So check that out. He made one of the first contemporary noise tracks ever in 1966. So check.
19, John Cale, 1966. Is it this? Oh man, this sounds amazing. It's called Guitar and Feedback. I like the idea of it changing. It changes the picture like it was like, here we go. I guess to yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's not for me, man. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird, man. I don't think I can do it. I just don't. I don't think. Yeah. I give it a C. That's it? A C? Not even a C plus, bro? You can't even give it that much? This is what it sounds like when two walkie-talkies are next to each other. Blow my brain apart. C minus. I give this shit a fucking an F of a whole ass 0. I'll give it like a 5 because a 5 out of 100 just because I do to some extent like the sound of guitar feedback, but it's just I don't want to hear it for 20 minutes. I don't know. On a scale of 1 to Denzel Curry's a 75, baby. He's just a quarter of the way there. You know what I mean? It's still a fucking 0. I guess it wouldn't be a 5, it'd be like a 2 or something on the scale of 1 to Denzel Curry. It'd be like a 2 or 3. Nah, man, yeah, this is just bad. You should pull that out at the gym. My coach is actually into some weird shit. He's always like talking about like psychedelic rock and all that shit. I wouldn't be surprised if he listened to, or if he at the very least had tried to listen to noise at some point. It seems like something he'd do, if I'm being honest.
That out if you're looking to wet your babby ears with some early noise drone. Kale and Reed's subsequent elaboration.
I just hate, maybe it's this guy making kind of fun, like he's poking fun at the fact that people talk shit about noise all the time and how ridiculous it is, and probably to some extent how pretentious people feel like when they listen to it. But like, I don't know, man. Fuck you. Your babby ears. Fucking get jizzed on, dude. All right, like I don't need your fucking dog shit. No, like I listen to noise. Like get fucked, stupid. You're stupid, and your brain works on such a terrible level that anything works. Okay, it's not everyone else's fault that they have taste. Okay, you're like you should go ahead and eat dirt. It's nutritious, and everyone's like, why? Food tastes good. Yeah, well, potatoes come from dirt, and you eat potatoes, don't you? And it's like that's not the same thing. You're fucking crazy, homeless man. Get the fuck away. I hate if he's being serious, I don't like it. Imagine Bluetoothing that. That's what I'm saying. It'd be really funny. It would be funny. Everyone already hates me, but it would just be really funny. Base dirt eaters.
Led to the start of one of the most influential rock bands ever, the Velvet Underground. During the late 60s, they released 2 influential albums featuring both melodic psychedelic pop and dissonant, feedback-ridden ballads of heroin and tranny prostitutes that spawned the genre of noise rock as we know it, before Kale left in 1968, and the Velvets went on to make one good pop rock album.
I actually ate dirt when I was like 7. You know what the best age to make noise music is? 7. That's probably about the best time you can make some real good noise at that point. Yeah, I'm not opening that up. I'm not opening that up over here, you fucking sicko. I don't know what you guys send me. Okay, it's just Giga Chat. Phew. Just Giga Chat, guys.
Pop rock albums.
The group's most influential and most well-known meme album was the aptly titled The Velvet Underground and Nico, featuring the likes of The Velvet Underground, as well as Nico. Scarcely before had there ever been any one album in such circles that was such a testament to the almighty middle finger, whether that was to the general populace, the Beatles, or the very concept of music itself. Listening to the thing front and back for the first time is an eye-opening experience no matter who you are, what area you're from, no matter what funny hat you adopt in your daily commute to work. Imagine yourself, a meaningless ant in the grinding clockworks of 1967 America, and hearing European Sun for the first time. You would die, instantly. That's like showing Bible Black to a class full of 3rd graders. It does not compute. What first appears to be a competent, if by the numbers...
I'm pretty sure I watched Bible Black when I was 13, so I hate to break it to you, bud, but... This man needs to listen to Death Grips. I can almost guarantee you with 100% certainty that this dude blows Death Grips on the weekends. Like, there's no way that this guy does not listen to Death Grips. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I can almost guarantee you that there's just, yeah. I don't do Death Grips either. That's not my thing. It's just not my thing.
Foray into art pop tedium, perhaps a Warhol-managed satire piece, gradually deteriorates into a passionate love letter for everything unpleasant and cacophonous. A fuck you to the world at
That sounds like a line that Death Grips would say. I got that nasty in my taxi is something that I would expect for Death Grips to say, yeah. It's easy to yell.
large, and a kick to the nuts of traditional rock and roll.
But DimeTree, I thought this was the...
Hey, Elder, you've made it back to some weird shit. You need a lift, you can sit between the backseat and my dick. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, okay. I never know which one it is until it's too late. It takes a long time for me to find a food. I'm a picky vegan. Oh no, yeah. That'll probably fucking add a good 15 minutes to what it is. Or maybe it brings down the selection, right? I guess at that point it's kind of boring. Toasty! They're fun. Those are fun. Just eat berries. It brings down the selection, yeah. You got less stuff that you can choose from, but that's less options, which is a quicker way to get food, maybe. But I got a banging ass pizza. Hell yeah. Good shit. I forgot about yeah, I've got so many of those. I got they're all fun. They're all fun in there. All right, back to the noise.
Supposed to be a video on noise music. Why are you talking about rock and pop?
Well, you kneeling little shit stain, let me tell you why. The B-side of this album and the majority of their second album, White Light, White Heat, gives completely away to some of the earliest examples of raw and unfiltered noise rock, molesting unwitting 1968 listeners with distortion unrivaled for years to come. And while the influence that the Velvet Underground themselves created by incorporating noise into pop music is not to be understated, Lou Reed's true precursor to contemporary noise music would be his own solo project, Metal Machine Music. 5 years after his departure, Lou Reed was above all else a deranged heroin addict dating a tranny, not to mention a legendary troll. Metal Machine Music was, by all accounts, the musical equivalent of Lou walking onto a stage and spreading his glamorous ass.
I don't know what this does. Oh, god damn it. I gotta take those off. Give me a second. For the next 5 minutes, I have to sing. No matter what is happening, I have to sing. For the next 5 minutes, all you'll hear is this. Usually, I try to continue watching videos. Greenhorn, don't be such a dick. This is already kind of embarrassing. I don't know why I keep it in my channel points rewards. Honestly, it's still kind of fun. Okay, we're gonna, well, shit. I don't know what I should do about the video. I feel like it's kinda hard to talk about noise and sing over it. I don't want to, if I'm being honest. It's nothing against you. I just don't think I can actually do a lot of the noises that they make during that song. Dan, I could buy 10 minutes of this right now. Okay, I'll consider making this something that you guys pay for. But not right now. It's kind of weird, and if I'm being honest, it's a little fun. I don't get to do this quite often because it bothers my girlfriend, and she probably wouldn't like it if I did it so often, as much as I'd like to anyway. I knew that would get him. I mean, look, if I'm being honest, it'd be nice to get paid for this. To some extent, it'd be nice. Why is there no channel review point reward for a Cuties review? If I'm honest, I really don't want to watch it, because the idea of watching little girls twerk, even it's supposed to be a commentary on the idea of the fact that we put small female children into sexualized spots. It seems counterintuitive, if I'm just being honest. Well, at least you know that someone wanted it. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun time. How long does this go on for? It goes on for 5 minutes. Someone go ahead and clip this. You know what? I'm completely fine with this. This is a pretty good measure of the type of music that I would be able to make. If anyone wants to pay for this, that'd be fantastic. Please come watch my stream. Please show up. Still got a minute left. I've got nothing else. It'd be nice if you guys were to give me something to play off of. Oops, I played the wrong note there. I didn't mean it was supposed to be nice, and it sounded kind of gross. Kind of like noise. Noise sounds a little bit gross all the time, and I don't think I want to continue listening to it. But unfortunately, we're about 8 minutes in, which is about halfway into this video, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it and continue learning about this supposed musical genre. It redeems 10 minutes of sing-along time, leave stream immediately after. I mean, that's a fine with me, because you already gave me your cash at that point, and I'd be okay with you leaving because I already got your money for it. I got your money for it. I got your cash.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. John Cena. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of fun. It's a little fun. Doing that is kind of fun.
This better not awaken anything in me.
Oh no, I was going for it. I'll do it again because that one's kind of fun.
This better not awaken anything in me.
I feel bad for you, but at the same time, it was so fucking worth it. I mean, it's pretty fun. To some extent, it is. It's fun. It's fun to kind of just do dumb shit. How much to do noise? There's no amount of money that would let me seriously do that. Not knowing going into it that was gonna happen, that was probably the highlight of my day. Yay! And I'm saving them points from now on. I'm gonna make it more expensive. No, I'll keep it at 1,500. It's fun. Maybe from time to time I'll change that song, but like I kind of like the way that came out. I just kind of like just picked the chord and then it was just fun. Can I help you? I don't know. You're okay. Thank you. That was fun. All right, let's finish this thing up so your boy can go get go. I need some fucking meditation. I forgot. I don't think I meditated this morning. I did not. My app is yelling at me.
Cheeks in front of an audience of balding Jews, pinching their monocles and unanimously exclaiming, "Oh my! Metal Machine music was the Super Mario 64 of noise. It somehow got everything right on the first try. Lou Reed just threw it all at the
Gape your mind palace live on stream. How? You're gonna have to pay quite a bit for that, okay? It's not gonna be a fucking cheap channel points reward. I can tell you that much.
all in stuck. The sweet juice trickling down. Because it doesn't take a scroofy to see that Metal Machine music was less of a planned, well-articulated release, and more of an hour-long insult to his record company, however much he attested the contrary in the liner notes. Essentially a series of lengthy, overlaid passages of relentless amp feedback, it served as a legend's final metamorphosis into a fully fledged noise artist, and without a doubt inspired generations of burgeoning Merzbows to follow their dreams and further offend the general public in all kinds of new and exciting ways.
Speaking of Merzbow, a budding free improvisation datist kid influenced by the likes of industrial acts such as Nurse with Wound and Throbbing Gristle named Masami Akita appeared on the Japanese underground experimental scene in the late 70s and soon began messing around with analog recording equipment, junk metal, synthesizers, and effects units. Akita donned the alias of Merzbow and slowly became the most legendary and prolific name in harsh noise, directly influencing related acts such as Haijo Kaidan, Incapacitants, Masana, and the wacky danger music outfit Hanatarash, fronted by the zany cartoon character known as Yamataka Ai. This psychedelia-tinged Japanese brand of harsh noise has been dubbed Japan noise. Oh yeah, I guess Keiji Haino also exists. Just when you thought harsh noise couldn't be taken to any further extremes, a handful of brooding, lethargic nihilists such as Vomir and the Rita turned it up to 11 by, paradoxically, doing almost nothing at all. Harsh Noise Wall seeks to take music to its logical extreme, creating monolithic walls of unadulterated and unchanging noise, the ultimate expression of apathy. In the same way that genres such as tape music, minimalism, and even vaporwave seek to maximize the user's listening experience by looping one especially potent snippet for an extended amount of time, Harsh Noise Wall takes that concept as far as it can go, creating an incredibly cathartic, unchanging tone and leaving it there to be admired for as long as is reasonably possible.
But Jade, it's literally just static, bro.
You're goddamn right, it's just static, and that's what makes it so admirable. Something so simple that requires such a minimal amount of effort, and to an untrained ear sounds like white noise, can be wholly appreciated as a texture-based piece of hypnotic sound art. Harsh Noise Wall, now that is just plain epic.
Noise works
While we're all busy in here jerking each other off, we might as well give a handy to noise rock while we're at it. Because who would want to listen to rock music overlaid with fuzz and unnecessary effects pedals? Won't the actual music just get buried in all the noise? Why am I so stupid? I'm glad you asked, viewer. You see, most high quality noise rock you'll find won't actually be just rock music and noise overlaid on top of it. Good noise rock will use the noise part as a filter to put the music through, making it just as important as the instruments themselves, as opposed to treating noise as nipple tassels and bacon bits. What better way?
This is probably one of the most garbage music theories I've ever heard. I'm trying to keep him open mind, and I'm trying to let him finish so that I can give my full thoughts, just in case he surprises me with something else. But as of right now, I'm with ya.
Is there to properly emulate the intensity of emotions, then making the music so loud that it's constantly clipping and distorting. Grandeur of hair is too powerful for your speakers to handle, because when you put it in Audacity, the waveforms are just rectangles.
A spectacular sonic explosion. Grandeur of hair isn't like most noise rock in how it handles noise. Most of the time, noise is used as a background element to the melodies and rhythm of standard rock, or the guitarist just so happens to be using a distortion pedal. But Grandeur of hair makes noise the centerpiece. Everything is distorted to fuck. The drums are barely audible at a lot of points, and anytime some semblance of a riff or chord progression starts to form, it gets drowned out by waves of crushingly overdriven feedback before you know it. Sections of songs end up devolving, or perhaps evolving, into pure noise drones. This is my absolute favorite type of shoegaze. Vocals mixed so low that you need to turn up the audio to even hear them, but putting your device on full volume while listening to it just hurts your ears, but you keep it on full blast anyway, because the static is just so comforting, and when that cascade of distortion washes over you and fills your empty top 40 soul, suddenly you're a changed woman, even if you're a man, because this album will make you its bitch. Enter Death Industrial, Ramla's classic album of the subgenre. Hole in the Heart sports perhaps my very favorite noise song of all, Product of Fear. A hazy, melancholic, $1 million extreme ambient type drone gets instantly swept up in a filter of distorted bliss, and it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. The melodic synth juxtaposed with the crushing distortion makes for a perfect clash of good and ugly. But this aside, the rest of the album manages to be just as melancholic and atmospheric as this track is alone.
Maybe. He might have. I don't know. I don't know if this is like a shtick. Obviously, there's like a comedic, like humor thing going. So I don't know. I don't know, man. These guys would probably admire the sound of a chainsaw layered over stepping on a cat's tail and rotten eggs hitting a wall with maximum gain and call it genius next level shit. Yeah. Yeah. I know you were making a joke, but yeah. Meme rap. You gonna bring us up again? You gonna do this again? You gonna do this again? Yeah, no, you're right. They actually probably would be like, yes, it is next level shit. What are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do, man? I'm trying here. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying.
I haven't listened to much Death Industrial, so feel free to call me a poser in the comments, but this album seems to be a masterwork of the genre.
Obviously, we can't go the entire video without delving into the inner machinations behind the mind of Merzbow, everyone's favorite straight-edge vegan BDSM degenerate noisemaker. One of Merzbow's most definitive works, and unfortunately, the one most people hear first, is Pulse Demon. And when I say unfortunate for Merzbow, because despite being a masterful mindfuck of raw, crashing tides of static intensity, it currently sits in a mediocre score and rate your music, review bombed by dumbasses who have never heard another noise album in their lives. Obviously, an inexperienced swimmer who has no experience beyond dipping.
What can I say? I'm a noise music prophet. It's gonna happen
Their mangled
someday. It might have
toes
already
in the
happened.
water of harsh noise shouldn't start off by plunging from the top of a cliff into the whitewater shark-infested currents of Merzbow's less approachable works. There's something more comforting about one of his most accessible works, 1930, with a more varied palette of dynamics and less harshness. You should see the look on an innocent young noise noob's face when they hear 1930 for the first time, and discover that they can, in fact, enjoy noise music. And from there, it's just a downward spiral into degeneracy, doomed to an existence of searching for the next harshest thing, and before you know it, you're scrounging through garbage bins and roaming the desert with a metal detector, digging up old Merzbow demo tapes and tossing them in your blender to satisfy your never-ending craving for pure ear rape. In the same way that sound seeks to serve a purpose in the context of richly constructed pop albums, facilitating the delivery of themes and applying themselves to the greater ends of its accompanying sounds, noise seeks to, as the name implies, create noise. And not all of it has to be ear rape, although that's how Jade and I like it.
Here's a clip of Masana, Merzbau's schizophrenic clone that escaped from a mental ward and wanders into open mic nights freely, performing guerrilla noise sets, hallucinating himself as a famous rock star guitarist. The guy dresses like it's 1975 still, but his music is from 3075. Did I mention that his live sets usually don't last more than 2 minutes, and he occasionally attacks his audience? While we'd love to continue to dissect and analyze harsh feedback and weird synth bleeps and bloops until our little hearts give out, we'd like to take the remainder of this video to list off our honorable mentions of noise albums, because there are so many great releases within the genre, and we wouldn't have the time to review them all, but still want to do them justice by mentioning them. While you were out, Kazumoto Endo. Hollindigan, Animal Collective.
How do you spell Halden again, like again?
Summer in My Veins.
I'm a lake of burning orchards. So noise.
I Am a Lake of Burning Orchids. Tokyo Anal Dynamite. Jero Jerry Gay Gay Gay.
I don't fucking know how to spell this. You figure it out for me, thank you. I saw that judgmental smile. Look, bro, I'm trying here.
Fear of God self-titled EP. Incapacitants as loud as possible. Psy, Gangnam Style. B. Incapacitants as loud as possible.
Passitants as loud as possible. Oh, fun. This one's an hour.
Psy, Gangnam Style.
Okay.
Mote, Life in a Peaceful New World.
Bro, how many? Not more. Mote. Jesus.
Maldoror, She.
And BB Dick. Jay didn't want me to plug her own music in this, but I'm doing it anyway.
She.
And BB Dick. Jay didn't want me to plug her own music in this, but I'm doing it anyway. Fuck you, Jade. Noise is good.
Yes. There is quite a bit of use of mic feedback and guitar feedback, and yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if someone already made a song where it's just a collection of samples of all those things. All right, so I'm gonna give my take on noise music, and then I'll be out of here. I'll probably end up putting this up on YouTube too. This one was kind of fun. Well, I've got a little bit of homework to do, as everyone can tell. Apparently, I should start here because this is the song that's gonna get me to a place where I might enjoy this a little bit more. They should just call the genre unpleasant. Yeah, man, I don't know. I have so many feelings about it. I want to just try and listen. I do not envy you. Yeah, I'm sort of just fucking torturing myself for no reason. I guess I'll give my absolute like base level, visceral, human, instinctual, animal-like reaction to it. Just fuck off. It's stupid. You like garbage. Just admit you like the sound of garbage. It's fine. You're allowed to like garbage. You don't have to cry about it later and tell people that actually you're smarter than them because you enjoy the music. I get this air of I want to rebel.
おお、なんだこのイケメンは。ムカつく。おお、手が無意識に。
I gotta make those more expensive. Yeah, that's my natural reaction is just to go. You like garbage. It's okay to say you like garbage. It's fine. I don't have a problem with that. If an angry, misunderstood white teenage boy was a music genre, it would be noise. I mean, there's others that aren't necessarily white teenage boys. It does seem to me like it's more of a punk thing than it is it's more of like a outward thing. What am I trying to say? It's sort of like it's almost like the quote unquote music has nothing to do with it, and it's more of a like the sound of rebellion, I guess. If like rebellion had a sound in its purest form, it would probably sound like noise. But then I go, sure, okay. It's like the feeling of punk, but without the music. Yeah. I get metal shit from it too. So before you showed up, we were actually watching a 12-tone video about why metal music was so loud, and one of the reasons 12-tone gave was. Damn, I wish there wasn't a lag. Yeah, it's fine. We got it at the same time. It's fine. I think we both get it. At the end of that 12-tone video of him explaining why metal music is so loud, he said his very last reasoning was something like, I forget what it was called, like listener. I forget what it was, but essentially like the level of noise triggers, like everyone likes loud music, but there's something about loud metal music that triggers this like I don't know, this is like this sense of rebellion and like fuck you and all that shit, and like yeah, I get it. I think I get it. Like you playing it really loud, or having like metal music played very loud, at concerts makes the people outside know that there's like a metal thing going inside and like all this kind of shit. It's visceral. Yeah. So from that point, I understand this. But yeah, loud metal activates the ape brain. Yeah, but I think I don't know. You could argue it from both sides, right? You can argue it from the side of you're too stupid, to really activates my almonds. It's sort of like you can come at it from both angles. Like either you're too fucking stupid that the idea of counting is difficult for you, and you have to listen to stuff that's just kind of noise because otherwise the neurons would fucking like overheat and your brain would melt outside of your fucking face. You know what I mean? There's that angle, and then there's the angle of like, well, technically music is just supposed to get you to feel a thing, and if I want to feel rage, why would I bother with music when I can just go to the nth degree and get, it's like why would I get crack when I can go, fucking funnel whatever, fucking heroin down my fucking gullet? Like, it's sort of just like, if I'm going to get the thing, I'll get the pristine crystallized meth of it. You know what I mean? And like take that. I feel like people who really like noise think they're really smart. It's like when an artist fills a tent with paint, blows it up in front of a canvas, and calls it a masterpiece. Yeah, I smoke rocks. Yeah, I mean, noise just sounds like you're a homeless person. It just sounds like I like noise, and it's like, okay, it's fucking Jerry, why are you here this time? It's like I want to let you know that I like the sound of tracks of train tracks when people get murdered on them, and you're like, oh boy, Jerry's having a rough time today, huh, guys? And you're like, and it's like, I think Jerry's having a stroke. He's like, no, I'm writing an album, bitch, and then he runs away. Like I don't know, man. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I think it's fucking stupid. Really. I'm gonna fucking try my goddamn hardest to fucking listen to some of it and try and come away from it with like something. And then maybe that's another formal video that I'll do is I tried noise. ... or some shit. I don't know. You know that thing they hook up to hear the noise of plants and mushrooms? Noise is what you get if you connect that to a very, very used meth pipe. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Is that Merzbow video you have up a troll? It's just that one Evanescence Bring Me a Life song. What the fuck? Yeah, I wish. Oh my god. Is it really? Oh my god. Why? It's just fucking Evanescence like 40 times. That's hilarious. I don't know. Maybe that's the joke. I don't know. Maybe the joke is that it really is just Evanescence played that many times. Genital Benadryl is pretty fucking good. This man was like, hey, you should go listen to this song. It's real good. Okay. Wowie wow. The joke is that you can't wake up. None of us can. All the Adderall in the world couldn't get me to sit through a noise album. If your child listens to this music, what do you do? I mean, I would assume that they're probably is just as much of a hipster as I was, and they're trying to rebel against me and my metal-loving ways. My dad just plays metal. He just plays cattle decapitation all the time. He's such a fucking... Oh, I can't say that word on Twitch. I fucking hate him. He's so fucking stupid. He just fucking listens to, like, Infinite Annihilator. He thinks he's so fucking cool. And then my kid fucking tosses on this fucking album. Oh, hey! It looks like Fantano got to it. Did you get to it? Merzbow. Where do I find it? Do you got it? Is it somewhere? Merzbow starting pack. Is 1930 on here? Bro, I'm trying, okay? If you're gonna make it fucking difficult to listen to your music, then I don't... Okay, so it looks like his videos get taken down. Bro, what the fuck, man? Okay. Imagine being on a road trip with your buddy and he's like, hey, can I have the aux cord? Ooh, stretch. Ah! That was for me. How did you get on this cursed subject? Oh, hey, it was, oh, this was a JoJo episode the entire time. It makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it? How did we get to this cursed subject? I was just going through my stream ideas channel on Discord. I've got a ton of shit that I've just like kind of thrown in there, and this was one of those videos where I was like, oh yeah, I'll be down for some noise right now. Find out something cool. My stand is called Fuck Your Ears. I mean, I want to fucking listen to it, bro. This is kind of like, this is sort of shitty. I want to know what this sounds like. I want to hear this. I don't want to fucking pay you $10 though, motherfucker. Are you out of your fucking mind? I'm assuming this is it. It just sounds like a fucking dentist drill in your mouth. The idea that this is somehow like, it's not that bad, but I want it's not that bad, but I want to hear it. $10. No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm not paying $10 for this. I'm not paying $10 to subject myself to noise. You can pay me $10, then I'll do it. But it's not going the other way. What I will say is, for what's supposed to be, like the introductory to him, I think I'm just gonna have to go ahead and do. I think I'm just gonna have to go to Pulse Demon. You don't listen to Pulse Demon. And Pulse Demon people don't like because there's no way to. Oh, goodness gracious, that's good. They've got that right there. Oh, we get to watch him live. Oh, guys. I'd rather kill my entire family than myself in a video game and then pay the entire. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Looks like a fire hazard. Okay. I've had my fill. I've had my fill for right now. I'm gonna take a break from it, and then I'll come back at it with fresh ears. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's 5 o'clock. And I want to stop looking at a screen for like a couple of hours. That'd be nice. I'm gonna go read a book or something. I don't know. I think it's Gude. Gude? Is that what that says? Gude? Gude. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. Let's put the fucking Midnight back on. You know you don't want to hear him again. I'll put a different song on. Oh, they did come out with a new single, but I don't want to hear that. I want this album, but I don't want this song. Oh, no, that's fine. This is the first song. Hey, fucking Travolta, you fuck. Goodbye, horses. Oh, God. Thank you for the long-ass stream. Thank you for showing up to the long-ass stream. I appreciate you guys showing up. Keep it tight and wet, my friend. Okay. All right, I guess. I'll try. But, oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, Lord. It's actually a really good time to do that. All right, I'm out of here, guys. You guys have a good rest of your days. Deuces!